Hello everyone, and welcome back to Playtime with Dolphy. Maybe you've noticed that my mic might sound a little bit better on this video. I have just been troubleshooting it for the past half hour or so. Hopefully the sound is a little more livable this time around. I don't know, I'm hoping that it is. I know that my video on Sunken Engine really flopped, but hey, it gives me an excuse to go back and cover it again this fall, right? So, this is my follow-up video for Frog Detective 3. You can find the link to my first video on it, as well as the link to the other two Frog Detective games that I covered in the summary down below. I played the first half of the game, and now I'm actually playing as Code Monkey, or Coding Monkey. So I'm in the second half of the game, and I've actually never played the second half of the game because I didn't know it had a second half. Mystery Monkey. That was Coding Monkey. It's a Mystery Monkey. I send Snoop in Lobster Cop's office unless I really have to. Clue detecting powder. How convenient. I'll just spread this powder around and take another look at clues. Got clue detecting powder. Is that a thing? Detect clues. No. I want to detect clues there. Yes. We have footprints. How mysterious. Where do they come from? Very mysterious indeed. Okay, so we've got some footprints leading to Lobster Cop's office.
Darn Lobster Cop.
Sato just said that darn Lobster Cop. Yes, I agree. He's very dastardly. How dare he pan a crime for stealing hats on our beloved Frog Detective. What did they want me to do? Oh wait, why are there footprints? Oh, it's not footprints. Oh! Oh, okay. So there was... Does that count? Okay. I'm just like throwing this stuff everywhere like fairy dust at this point. Oh, okay, so it's on the door handle. Okay, so he took something from the desk. And then he closed the door, took something from the desk, and then he went into the wall? No, that's not the wall. Huh? That couldn't be. Open the door. Ooh, turned on a light and opened the drawer. What could Lobster Cop be hiding? Something evil. The notebook. Of course, it has clues that implicate him. A copy of the detective's notebook. Well, that's a pillow face thing. Lobster Cop and Mason Mole. A note. It reads, "Hello, Lobster Cop. It is me, your bestie forever, Mason Mole. I have done what you asked. It was not easy to trail the detective unnoticed, but I think it did a great job. The mole was a mole, ladies and gentlemen. I feel that your suspicions are correct, and the Frog Detective is on the right track to taking your position as #1 best detective. If you keep pretending to solve mysteries instead of actually solving them, the supervisor will eventually notice." So I've taken the detective's notebook. Inside are some great insights on how the detective works through a case. Maybe you can read and learn. But it may not be enough as the detective gets better and better. Your position as #1 is threatened. I think it's time to enact the plan you came up with. It's devious and mean and not very nice. But if you want to be the best, you have to get rid of the best. That's some pretty tough replication. This can't be true. Lobster Cop? The #1 best detective? A fraud? I need to get the supervisor and head to Cowboy County. There's been a terrible misjustice. That's too loud. Ooh, now we're going back under the guise of nightfall. Okay, coffee break. Alright. I am diving back in. I will eventually get my mic back to where it was before. It sounded pretty good on my last laptop, but this is a new laptop and the settings I had on my old one just are not working for me. Hi folks! What brings you to Cowboy County so late? This is our tour, so you better have a good reason. We don't want any trouble. We'll hear about our good friend, the Frog Detective. Ah, the duality of Frog. How can one be so kind, poetic, and thoughtful, also be a stealer of all of our hats? A frog so pretty, so aligned, and yet I really trusted Frog Detective S. Meg. I can't go on a date with a criminal, it's just not me. Aren't you a bandit? Outlaw. So you can live outside the law. Well, when there's no laws, it makes it pretty easy. It doesn't matter anyway. Frog Detective is innocent. Yeah, so we all saw the photo. Those frog brows tell the whole story. Frog Detective doesn't even have eyebrows. Oh, so those were stolen too. No, you're mistaken. Mystery Monkey found all the evidence. Who's Mystery Monkey? That's me. You may have read my comments before on Frog Detective's Frog blog. I'm a pretty active user. Blogs are still a thing. Regardless, you say it was a mistake? Not so much a mistake, a setup. I have reason to believe Sarah Mason. That was my phone going off. And Lobster Cop coordinated the takedown of a beloved Frog Detective. What? That's so messed up. Who would do that to such a beautiful frog? Someone very jealous, I'm afraid. How can we help? If you could point us in the direction of where a Frog Detective is being held, that would help a lot. Easy. Sarah Mason has the detective locked up in Bad Room at the back of the sales office. If you're quiet, you should be able to sneak in without trouble. Thanks for your help, bandits. We're outlaws. My bad. Alrighty. Okay, so we're looking for... Okay, I know where I'm going. I know where I'm going. Looks like he's tacoed out after another day of being a mean-ass while. I don't like him. Frog! Mystery Monkey, Supervisor, what are you doing here? I didn't even know I was allowed visitors in that room. Or that anyone would want to visit me. We're here to bust you out. What? Mystery Monkey has proof you were framed. I knew it. Sarah Mason was up to something. It's not just him, Detective. I'm sorry to tell you that I believe Lobster Cop and Mason Moore planned this all along. It can't be. Lobster Cop is #1 best detective. Why would he try to frame me? It's hard to know for sure until we ask, but it looks like Lobster Cop has been dealing with a bad case of jealousy. Agreeing with envy, one might say. This? Who? You, Detective. It's not possible. It's time to sift your understanding of the world, Detective. Not everyone is out to do a good job and solve mysteries like you. I simply can't believe it. Well, let's wait until dawn and confront Lobster Cop and some more ones of law. The sun is coming up as we speak. I'll call a town meeting. What is the meaning of this? Only I get to call town meetings. I have called this town meeting for a very important purpose. I have some news about the hat stealing case, but it's closed. I solved it. Is that so, Lobster Cop? Supervisor, what are you doing here? Please give your attention to Mr. Monkey for just a moment. Thank you, Supervisor. Thank you, town, for leading us here on short notice. Sarah, Mason Mole, I have an important question to ask you. What? How long have you and Lobster Cop been scheming to bring down Frog Detective? Huh? What? This is ridiculous. Lobster Cop, I found the secret drawer in your office. You can't just go through my office, that's a crime. Please stop trying to invent crimes. Crime is not real. As I was saying, I found your secret drawer. I found the letter the Mason Moore wrote to you. I knew I shouldn't have detailed my schemes on paper. Sarah Mason Moore has been tailing the detective since I called for help with the mystery of the haunted island. As the lead scientist on the island at the time, I can confirm I had several reported sightings of Mason Moore sneaking around like a slippery snake. Wait, why didn't you tell me? Feels like someone sneaking around the island is kind of relevant to that case. I was too starstruck. In any case, I contacted my friend Carlos, who runs the shop over in Willock Woods. He also confirmed a sighting of Mason Moore hiding behind his shop. What? I never. Oh, but you did. Sarah Mason Moore, I have reason to believe you were hired by Lobster Cop to follow the detective. No, that's not. Yes, get to him. Come on. This is all a mistake. No, Mason Moore. It's time for us to come clean. Frog Detective, ever since you moved in next door to me, to my office, I felt threatened. You were ever so methodical in your case solving. I would read your blogs and go green with envy. I've been #1 best detective for so long that I grew complacent. Every time the supervisor had a mystery to solve, I began to believe I wouldn't be able to do it and pass it on to you. I just began to pretend to solve mysteries, hoping the supervisor wouldn't notice. I was embarrassed at myself and angry at you. Angry? The Lobster Cop, your investigative abilities far outweigh mine. Maybe they used to, but I became so focused on my own shortcomings that my work suffered. Mason Moore was there for me. Having friends is so important, but we all got influence on each other. I needed work, and so I suggested to Lobster Cop that I help take you down, and I had the perfect plan. Very subtle, you see. And he has a pretty pillow face with those blink, blank eyes. I was saying that I got to that point. Instead of asking you for help or swallowing my pride, I let my jealousy get the best of me. How did you frame the detective? It was a joint effort. When I arrived in town, I secretly stole all the hats and put the baby down the graveyard. I wrote a map to where they were buried for the detective to find. But I didn't find the map. Susie did. I didn't execute it very well, I admit. Once you had the resources to dig up the hats and Lobster Cop had a clear alibi, I waited in place to take your photo. Wait, what was Lobster Cop's alibi? I was eating a delicious meal. Of course. I'm ashamed to say that I also drew evil eyebrows on that photo of you. But what I don't understand is why you had to put me in bad room. Playing room was bad enough, but you made a whole room for me to be trapped in. It's so unusually cruel. I'm inclined to agree. Putting somebody into a room, whether they did a naughty thing or not, seems really harsh and unfair. How is someone supposed to go through their mistakes if they're just sitting around trapped? I really hate that room. That room was my idea. I'm sorry. It's a terrible idea. I realize this now. My bad. Lobster Cop, Mason Mole, you have done something very serious and mean. Something similar to a crime. Our society doesn't have strategies in place to deal with things like this. Are you going to send us to bathroom? Absolutely not. That's messed up. No. But I think there needs to be consequences. Lobster Cop, you abuse your power in ways that I can't begin to comprehend. Mason Mole, you enabled and encouraged this behavior. I'm mad at you both. We deserve that. I think an appropriate course of action is to remove Lobster Cop from the detective agency. I think you should change career paths for your own good. Maybe do something that helps contribute to society. A cop no longer. Okay. I will hand you my badge and gun. Gun? Wait, why do you have a gun? I didn't even know they were real. It's really messed up. It's not like I would use it. Nate. I gave Lobster Cop the gun. Okay, well, yes, please hand that in. I have an idea of what you could do as a job, Lobster Cop. Oh? Why don't you talk to Barney about joining the post office? Lobster Posty has a nice ring to it. Can I join too? I don't see why not. Well then, it's settled. But then who's the job? Lobster Posty. Posty needs more. Do you have anything to say as a detective? Yes. I'm sincerely sorry for what I did to you, detective. It was mean, rude, evil, and not nice. I don't expect you to forgive me, but I hope with time I can prove myself as a great postie and right some of the wrongs I've done. Detective, I acted poorly and encouraged behavior that I shouldn't have. I'm going to channel that energy into being a postie, and please rest assured, you will never have a late parcel again. Thank you both for the apology. I accept it. Well, it looks like I finished it, maybe? I don't know. See, now that that's all sorted, I have an announcement to make. Oh? Lobster Cop is no longer the #1 best detective. After some impeccable detective work on this case, I'm really pleased to announce that he's #1 best detective. Congratulations to... I knew it was going to be Mr. Donkey. I knew it. Mr. Donkey! Frog Detective got passed over again. This is why he deserves another game. Oh. Excuse me, everyone. Wow, congratulations, Mr. Donkey. What an achievement. I can't believe it. Thank you so much. I'll have to shut down my research facility so I can investigate full time. I can move into my old office. There's already a bunch of trophies in there for you to keep. Great! What an honor to walk next door to the #1 best detective again. This calls for a celebration. Bonnie, can you prep the scene for a dance party? Can do. Oh, and Lobster Posty needs to go. Yeah? You invited too. Now for some post-story game goodness. And everyone's doing the wiggle. A game by Warm Club. With support from Superheart Presents. And now we're at the credit screen. Corruption at Cowboy County. This was a lot of fun. Like I said, I actually never played through the second part of the game. I thought the game ended the first time I played it, and actually the second time I played it. Just with Frog Detective getting arrested. I didn't know that you played like a short section afterwards, but yeah, this was actually super cute and really fun. I hope you all enjoyed it. And like I said before in my final video, I'd really love to see another Frog Detective game. But I'll see all of you on the next video. Bye.